Hello, dear friends. We are here once again. There are, of course, many messages that we can give to humanity at this time. And of course, a big part of our continuing message is there are two. One is one of kindness to your environment and to each other, taking care of your environment, again, including each other in a kind and loving manner, is one of our ongoing message to humanity. And we know this message does not come only from us, but from our perspective, there are two main messages. This is one. And the second one is the one that I addressed in the opening, the one of playfulness. We could not emphasize enough the importance of keeping light, keeping positive, and keeping playful. Yes, there are a lot of things that are going on around you that are not positive or fun or playful. And yes, it is inevitable for you to be impacted by your surrounding to some extent. However, you have the opportunity and the option to choose playfulness in spaces of neutrality. So we'll give you an example. Somebody can do something that irritates you. You can be irritated, or you can recognize it and choose to add humor to your perspective. And all of a sudden, this irritability is broken apart. And the humor changes the actual nature, the actual shape and texture and sound of the emotion. You see emotion, you experience emotion as a very subtle and internal experience. We actually see the emotion, so it's not only a feeling, but it also has a shape. It also has a texture. So the way, from our perspective, when you manage to enter playfulness into spaces that have this potential, you actually change the shape and texture of your emission and your beingness. So it's almost like a childlike understanding of this would be how you can change colors if you change your emotions. So when you're in love, you're pink. When you're in rage, you're red. When you are envy, you're yellow. It's the same idea, but it's not that your skin changes color, but your energy does change its texture and it emanates. You're creating a different situation with different ripple effects based on how you function in the situation. And if you manage to replace, when appropriate, of course, anger and irritability and sadness with enter a little bit of playfulness into it, it can shift the whole thing. And as we mentioned, there's a ripple effect. So just like your anger or sadness has a ripple effect, so does your playfulness. Now, there are situations that call for anger or sadness. We do not suggest that you experience only pleasant emotions, but we do suggest that they are, if we put percentage on it, we would say that 80% of the time people are upset. They could change that by inserting playfulness or humor into the situation and literally change the situation just by this minor change, minor adjustment of inserting a playfulness or a humor or a slightly different perspective that can turn the ball and the snowball then ripple out and create something bigger and bigger, but it's different. That's no longer that original irritability.